Hi, this is Komal Rani. Today's my presentation topic is play-based learning in early childhood education. Talking about acknowledgement of country, it is the traditional custodians of the land practice should be recognized as a central factor in developing respect and cultural awareness in the early childhood context. This practice acknowledges the deep sense of ownership of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people over their ancestral lands. It also invites both teachers and learners to interact with the local culture in a very respectful and purposeful way. The criteria of Early Years Learning Framework Principle 1, which includes secure, respectful, and reciprocal relationships. What is definition of play and what is play? A play can be described as a voluntary, motivated activity that bestows pleasure and affords children exploration and imagination opportunities and learning opportunities. By playing, children enhance their ability to be creative, develop problem solving skills, and regulate their emotions as they engage in positive relationships. This is in line with Principle 1 of Early Years Learning Framework because the importance of educators in creating responsive relationships arises as an educator absorbs and provides support to the interest that children express via play. What is play-based learning in early childhood? Play-based learning is a synthesis of experiences which are child-led but guided by adults to form meaningful learning opportunities. This strategies is indicative of early years learning framework practice 2, which states that teachers need to monitor and build on the interest of each children, thus facilitating cognitive, social and emotional growth. Intentional teaching allows instructors to structure learning activities with a specific emphasis on the essential skills. Such ideals are consistent with Early Years Learning Framework Principle 1 because the children feel supported and validated. Theoretical perspectives of play. According to the Piaget, the constructivist model suggests that children learn by way of self-exploration and interaction with the environment. Thus helps in the development of knowledge building, experimentation, and problem-solving skills. The theory of social development developed by Vygotsky prefigures the John of Prometheus development that describes how mediated play assists reaching competencies that are slightly beyond the capacities of an individual child in terms of interaction with more advanced peers or adults, thus supporting scaffolded learning. Modern neuroscientific studies support such theoretical hypotheses by showing that play increases the number of bone ties between synapses and thus it enables cognitive, affective, and creative development. Types of play. There are various types of play with which children engage, and these have different development processes. Physical play enhances health, risk assessment, and growth, and fine motor skills. Dramatic or pretend play enables language, imagination, emotion, and understanding. Constructive play helps in the development of creativity, problem solving, and rational thinking, whereas rough and tumble play trains negotiation skills, strength, and self confidence. Schema play allows the children to experiment with repetition, patterns, and concepts, which enhances cognitive and analytical skills. When educators actively create conditions to support the differences in form of play, it is in response to children's interest and learning needs and the contributions. Significance of play-based learning. Play elicits problem solving, critical thinking, and creativity since it involves investigation and experimental situations. It builds cooperation and communication and a sense of belonging socially. On the emotions, the play creates confidence, strength, happiness, and as children in a safe environment. Physically, play of good intensity improves coordination, good health, and well being. By being self affirming and self confident, which helps build reliance and healthy habits. It makes learners self capable in solving problems, engage them in classroom activities. Classroom implementation. Best practice in classroom play learning has a variety of approaches to involve the children in meaningful ways. Risk taking play outdoors not only provides possibilities of building confidence, reliance, and the ability to estimate risk but allows barefoot play by provoking imagination, teamwork, and role playing. Dramatic play corners foster creativity, and loose parts play activates problem solving and creativity. Language expression and thinking aided by music, movement, and storytelling. Observation of the schemas of children allows the educator to scaffold experiences in line with each stage of development and interest. These strategies demonstrate the early years learning framework practice 3 learning through play, which emphasizes how essential an educator to facilitator, not a director.